amazing this week. We've had a couple thunder showers. We got a little bit of rain overnight. It's a little overcast today. There's a small chance of rain off and on all day, but it's been a beautiful week.
And do you know what that means? Perfect race conditions.
Absolutely, yeah, because last year it was a 5-mile course for the big cars, and it was pretty dusty. This year we've moved it up to 8 miles, and we're getting some little luck with the rain, and so far, so good.
We're just watching here right now. They're just finishing staging. And can you imagine how nervous these little guys and girls must be sitting in there waiting for their race to start? I get sweaty palms even now. Can you imagine? See our race director in the centre there. That is JT Taylor, and he's on his rugged race radio. He'll be talking to the marshals around the course, making sure that everybody's ready. And I don't think we're far off getting this race started, Miles.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. It's a 1-mile course. They'll race for 30 minutes. And then at 10 a.m., we kick off the 4500 Yukon Gear and Axle Modified and the 4800 Brannick Motorsports Legends class. And there'll be 2 races going on at the same exact time. They're going to take off the line one at a time every 20 seconds. And they will take off how they qualified earlier this week. And then at 1 p.m., the 4400 Unlimited cars presented by Good Boy Vodka will be taken off. That's a do-not-miss race. That is the cream of the crop. The biggest and baddest names of our sport will be racing later on today at 1 p.m., Jim.
Yeah, and on the front row of the grid is that man, Mr. Paul Wolfe. Now, yesterday he had a terrible start to the Pro Mod. Oh, we'll hold that thought for a moment. I can see JT. He's got the green flag. He's walking to the start line. I think we're only moments away from the start of this 170 youth race with limited and unlimited classes.
He's chatting on the PCI race radio, making sure the rugged ratio, make sure everything is out on course going good.
And very shortly, things are about to go live here at the 2023 Visions Off-Road presented by Can-Am.
Making sure the course is clear. Looks like we're getting closer and closer. JT Taylor has the green flag in his hand.
Those little guys and girls, they'll be sitting there now. They'll be gripping those steering wheels.
We are doing 2 at a time.
I think we're doing 3 at a time by accident.
We have Jacob Williamson out front and Maggie Flores.
And off we go. Our first 4 cars are off the line. So that was the
Wyatt Cotter and number 5 of Grayson Poppert.
And off the line there, it is car 71
of Kennedy Singleton and Raleigh May. Code St. Peter just takes off.
And then we have the 180 and the 99 of Nixon Nagel.
Brian Fulcher.
And we've got the 126 and the 21.
That is Caden Gamble.
Oh, I love his helmet. Can you see that? That is so cool with the stars and stripes.
And the Mid-America ambassador himself, Tan Man, Tanner Thompson. That was Hunter Biddle and Corbin Grenolds. There's Bailey Ford.
Yeah, Bailey Ford.
And Pax Grenolds.
That's the 118.
That is Xander Wallraven.
And that is the 27.
21 of Tanner Thompson. I called that one strong.
Yeah, in fact, we've got 2 21s on here. So we've got a Tanner Thompson and also Cash Martinez. So we'll just keep an eye on that one. And it looks like we've already got lap traffic out on course. But that's okay because they'll be starting on adjusted time. So even though some of these guys and girls are going to be lapped before they start, It doesn't matter because they're going to be working on adjusted time.
You're still racing your own race as the number 44 of Hayden Gibson takes off. There's a lot of action on this 1 mile course, Jim. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It is indeed. There was going to see lots of action. There's a big overtake right there as they make their way down towards the duck pond.
And remember, there are two different cars. There are the modifieds and the limiteds. You can see a great shot of the drone right here. They're jumping through the woods. This is a brand new trail they cut just a few days ago, and there's some pretty good ruts going through there.
Now we were talking about this yesterday, and we were saying there's not much suspension on these little 170s, and as you come through there, it is pretty rough. It is pretty rugged in there.
But there's action all over. All 25 cars are off the line. And it is Jacob Williamson still out front with Code St. Peter moving into second. Now Brian Fulcher moves into third in the modifieds.
Yeah, then it's Wyatt Cotter in fourth, and in fifth is Kennedy Singleton.
And then Grayson Popper. And then in first place in the limited is Corbin Grinolds. And then Cash Martinez.
In third, it is Jameson Mandel.
And then fourth is Nixon Nagel. Fifth is Caden Gamble.
There's action all over this 1.1 mile course as they make their way around here at Visions 2023.
They took off two at a time about every 10 seconds. And it is right now Jacob Williamson and Wyatt Cotter out front in the modified. But remember, this race is on adjusted time. 1 mile lap, 30 minutes of racing. And they are giving it all they got. This is so cool to see them out here.
And look at this as they come three abreast down through the hot pits. Oh, big move there up the outside. Let's head back towards the start-finish straight. Now they have to be careful here as they make their way up.
Four wide.
Wide.
This is awesome. These young guys and gals are having the time of their life during the 2023 Can-Am Visions Week. And this is the Ultra 4 USA.
Oh, look at this. We got some full sideways action there, Miles.
A little slideways across the race line, start-finish.
Just that there, it looked like that was Rennie May there making a huge move. Oh, and look at this.
So much fun out here. Right here, they're supposed to be taking a left during the main race, but for the 170s, go through here. They go through the woods for just a second, around the pond, and then backwards through the AMSOIL hot pits. We got our safety marshals all over the course, making sure everybody's doing what they are supposed to do. A great shot. You can just see the glimpse of the cars.
You know, you'll be seeing as they check up as they go through there. That's because there's some very big whoops in there. And these little cars, we've said it before, they haven't got much suspension. So they just have to lift as they go through those whoops.
There is Xander Walraven crossing the race line, start finish. But it is still Jackson Williams, Jacob Williams, Code St. Peter, Wyatt Cotter out on lap number 4. Now Grayson Popper.
Yeah, Grayson Popper's made a move there. Just popped up in, and Kennedy Singleton moves up into fourth position.
Maggie Flores.
And leading the limited race is Cash Martinez at the moment.
Followed by Corbin Grinolds, then Tanner Thompson.
Yeah, then in fourth and is Nixon Nagel.
Then Xander Walraven.
And Jameson Mandel.
Then Gray Lance.
And Caden Gamble is in 8th position and 15th overall.
And 9th in the limited is Leo Torres. Then is Pax Grinolds.
Then it is Bailey Ford.
Then Hunter Biddle.
And then just behind them, it is Addy Pastrana.
We have Lane Plummer, Ryder Thomas, Mills Gibson, Lane Warren, Bristol Pastrana, Hayden Gibson, and Dawson Popper.
Yeah,
that is in the limited classes.
Just worth noting to everybody watching at home, we have got 2 Car 21s out there on course at the moment, and that's because we've got 2 series racing together on the same course.
Yeah, a lot of the side-by-side championship series short course young guys and gals are out here racing with us with Ultra 4 USA. There's the 212 of Wyatt Cotter. There's Brian Fulcher, Peanut.
Oh, look at this,
5 wide. They are making some moves. There's the number 5.
Now, you don't see that in many types of racing.
Of
5 wide as they make their way towards the final turn. Incredible stuff here at Visions 23.
There's Lane Warren, part of Team 904. This is such a fun race for these young guys and gals. For the Youth 170 race with Ultra 4 USA.
And we're going to start probably seeing some attrition setting in. We have got a 30-minute race here today. That is a lot of laps. That is a lot of racing. What can these guys and girls show us?
We've just been racing for just shy of 5 minutes. Maggie Flores crosses over the start-finish line. And it is still Jacob Williams out on lap number 6.
Yeah, closely followed by Code St. Peter. And then in third position is Wyatt Cotter. In fourth is Kennedy Singleton. And in fifth is Grayson Poppert.
I chatted with Jacob Williamson's mom and dad when they were registering. Their factory Polaris, number 37, out of Yorba Linda, California, with JW Racing. Out front. And then Wyatt Cotter, not too far back.
Yeah, Wyatt Cotter's running in second position on adjusted time currently.
Out of Norco, California, with Cotter Boys Racing.
Yeah, we just saw him passing through the start-finish line, the race line start-finish line, one more time. Now, I'm just trying to work out how many laps these guys and girls are going to get in here.
It's going to be quite a few.
It's going to be a lot, yes.
A 1 mile lap, 30 minutes of racing. This race is on adjusted time. They took off 2 at a time, about every 10 seconds. And they are wide open racing here at Mid-America Outdoors. Looking like a great little pass. Ooh, a little contact, but keeps her on the track. That is some great racing.
Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars making their way down towards the start-finish.
And they are making moves. These little cars are diving in, diving out, and making it happen.
They check up hard as they make their way around the final turn, heading towards the race line start-finish.
There's Bailey Ford.
If you said to me 10 years ago, Miles, that we'd be seeing this such fantastic racing, I wouldn't have believed it. But just check this out. The 170 Limited and Unlimited give us a fantastic display of racing talent here.
There was Jamie O'Mandel just a moment ago. Well, let's run down the Optima Batteries leaderboard. Oh, Code St. Peter just moves into the lead over Jacob Williamson.
Yeah, obviously on adjusted time. So in first position at the moment is Code St. Peter. In second
is Jacob Williamson.
In third is Wyatt Cotter.
In fourth, Kennedy Singleton.
In fifth is Grayson Poppert.
In sixth, Brian the Peanut Fulcher.
And then in first in the limited classes is Cash Martinez, who's lying in seventh overall.
In second in limited is Corbin Grenolds.
And in third it's Nixon Nagel.
In fourth, Jamie O'Mandel.
And then seventh and 11th overall and seventh in the Unlimiteds
was Maggie Flores.
It was
and
indeed.
Tanner Thompson just moves into fifth.
It's all
in the
changing
limited
so
class.
fast, it's hard to keep up with it.
Remember, you can go to live.ultra4racing.com to have the same time we have here at the Can-Am desk.
Amazing moves there from that little car. I don't know who that is, but he's absolutely on it.
We've got some great racing on our hands. They are racing backwards through the Amsoil hot pits for the Youth 170s, and that whoever this is on a charge right now as they make their way up towards the turn one, or sort of say the final turn, as they head back down towards the race line start finish. What a great race we have on our hands.
And that was Wyatt Cotter that we're watching there, and Wyatt Cotter moves into second place overall.
So Wyatt Cotter and Jacob Williamson are switching back in fourth for first and second on adjusted time. Lots of lap traffic on this 1 mile course. There's Lane Warren.
Yeah, that was
Nixon
Cash
Nagel.
Martinez working their way through.
Raleigh May. Hurricane Raleigh May. What a great race, Jim. This is a lot of fun. And you know these young guys and gals have a big smile right now, getting to race in front of all their fans.
The thing that makes me very, very proud is that this is the future of our sport. And right now, the future looks very strong indeed.
It looks bright. Absolutely correct.
Oh, look at this. Big moves here. Just trying to catch a number on that vehicle.
I believe that's going to be Jacob Williamson.
I think it might well be.
We've got a few really fast 170s. I'm impressed by the pace they're putting down.
It is awesome, isn't it?
And it's got a pretty good crowd out here watching.
Yeah, that's car 37, and that is Jacob Williamson, who is our current race leader on adjusted time, and he has now completed 8 laps.
How far back is Code St. Peter? Remember, this is on adjusted time, so they've been switching back and forth.
Well, I'll keep you honest on that, Miles. We're keeping up here with our live scoring. But the pace they're setting is quite remarkable. But as this race continues, let's talk a little bit about what happened yesterday. Yesterday was all about the limited and also the unlimited
UTV racers?
UTV classes. So we had the stock UTVs, which we saw in first position, Jason Woodford. In second, it was Brian Starrett. And in third, it was Mitchell Riccoli.
In the open class, we had Ian Dickey. In first, second was Philip Papapo, and third was Q-Bomb, Cody Qualabomb.
Indeed, and in a remarkable pro-modified 4900 race, it was Todd Beckett who took the win and his first ever Ultra 4 trophy. And in second, it was Corey Reelis, and in third was Carl Cheney.
In the 4600 Spider Track stock class, it was Sergio Pinolius. In 1, 2, Lauren Haley, and 3, John Rance.
Yeah, fantastic display from Sergio there, putting the Jeep ahead of those mighty Broncos. But the racing continues here. We are live here at Visions 2023 at Mid-America Off-Road in Jay, Oklahoma. And we are racing right now with the Youth 170s with limited and unlimited classes. And right now it's all about Jacob Williamson, who's completed 9 laps.
But it's so fun watching these young guys and gals. We have one car pulled off. But so far, so good. There was the 2-1-2 of Wyatt Cotter. Still in that second position in the modified class. Lots of chatter over the rugged race radios, making sure everything's going smooth. We got each of our track officials out on course, keeping everybody up to date on how everything's flowing.
Yeah, just
and
look at...
So far, so good.
Indeed. Now, just looking at the scoring, we've got Jacob Williamson on 9 laps. We've got Wyatt Cotter on 9 laps. But Code St. Peter hasn't come round to complete his 9th. He was on a charge earlier, so I wonder where Cody is. I
think he's still got a good run going. So let's just run through the Optimum Batteries leaderboard. Jacob Williams in 1.
In second is Wyatt Cotter.
Third, Code St. Peter.
In fourth is Kennedy Singleton.
Fifth, Brian Fulcher.
And first in the limited classes is Jameson Mandel.
Sixth in modified, Maggie Flores.
In second in limited, it is Nixon Nagel.
In seventh in modified, Raleigh Hurricane May.
And we've just got a change there in the limited class. In going into first place now, it is Corbin Grinolds.
And then eighth in modified is Grayson Popper.
And fourth in the limited is Tanner Thompson.
Fifth in limited, Xander Walraven.
And sixth in limited is Gray Lance. And 14th overall.
Seventh in limited, Caden Gamble.
And 16th overall and 8th in limited is Bailey Ford.
Ninth in limited, Cash Martinez.
And then 10th in limited and 18th overall is Adi Pastrana.
Ninth in modified, Jackson Mandel.
Then 20th overall and 11th in limited is Leo Torres.
12th in limited, Pax Grinolds.
In 22nd overall and 13th in limited is Hunter Biddle.
23rd overall, 14th in limited, Dawson Popper.
And 24th overall and 15th in limited is Mills Gibson.
25th overall, 16th in limited class, Lane Plummer.
And 26th overall and 17th in limited is Ryder Thompson.
27th overall, 10th in class, in the modified, Luke Torres.
And 28th and 18th in class is Lane Warren.
29th overall and 19th in limited is Bristol Pastrana.
And rounding out the pack in 30th and 20th in class is Hayden Gibson.
And it's still Jacob Williamson out front right now on adjusted time. What a great run by that young man.
Yeah, I'm just looking down there. It does look like Cody St. Peter might have had a problem. Seems to have dropped back a couple of laps on the leaders now, so a tough break there.
Our leader, Jacob Williamson, has GSP, Sparks Racing, and GBC with Factory Polaris.
Yeah, Maggie Flores is now making the moves. Moving up into to 5th position. So a solid run there. But it's still all about that young man, Jacob Williamson, who's now on 10 laps.
3 wide through the Amsoil hot pits. It's going to choke down.
And we're just coming up to over halfway through this race. Still so much to play for out there, Miles. Still so much more racing to come.
What a fun little race we have. These young guys and gals are having the time of their life. They've been swimming in the pool all week, having fun at the arcade, and now they are racing with Ultra 4 USA during the 2023 Can-Am Visions Week.
Oh, look at this. 8 cars making their way down towards the back of the duck ponds.
But then it's going to choke down into the trees right here, and it gets single wide. So who's going to check up first?
And this is where they learn about racecraft. This is where they learn about track position.
And it's single wide through the trees. There's some little whoops, little off camber through here. It's going to be burned in real nice like.
There's Jacob Williamson right now. He's on 11 laps.
There's
in second
Maggie.
position. It is Wyatt Cotter.
Maggie Flores, I heard her come through this race line start finish, and the crowd goes wild. Everybody gets excited. Whoa, there was a great little move. A little inside-outside trick.
I'm loving this. There he goes, pops a move around the outside, and off he screams into the distance. And look at the roost coming off these little cars, Miles. Absolutely fantastic scenes.
They are giving it all they got for sure.
I can tell you that Jacob Williamson has just come round to complete his 12th lap and continues to dominate in this race.
They took off 2 at a time on this 1 mile course on adjusted time. Go to live.ultra4racing.com. If you are just joining in, we thoroughly appreciate each and every one of you. I am Miles Hasquist alongside the one and only Jim Marsden, and this is 170 Youth Racing with Ultra 4 USA.
Okay, the racing continues here, and Wyatt Cotter has now also completed his 12th lap and is hunting down Jacob Williamson. But Jacob is having a storming race here, is moving into a comfortable lead.
And I can hear the race line start finish right behind it, and you can hear all the crowd going wild, rooting on their favorite little driver. Love that. It's a pretty good crowd right here behind us, Jim.
It is. I'm looking out across there. Lots of people have got up early to come and watch this racing. Let's not forget, this is the future of our sport. This is the future
and it's
of
a great
UTV and side-by-side racing.
It's a great way to start and get your feet in this game early.
Absolutely, and there is no better way than getting seat time, and that's what these 170s allow us to do, get seat time.
And a lot of them are crossover racers from the Mid-America Short Course Series.
Yep.
And just like you said, seat time, whether you're racing with Mid-America Championship side-by-sides or Ultra 4 USA.
Yeah, I know my little guy sitting at home, he would be love to be doing this as Jacob Williamson comes around and completes his 13th lap.
How far back is Wyatt Cotter? Looks like it's about a 15-second time split right now between Jacob Williams and Wyatt Cotter. There's a great shot of the race line start finish.
Wyatt Cotter just crosses the line there and completes his 13th lap. So I think you might be right there, Mars. It's certainly less than a minute.
It's 16 seconds on the nose right now between Jacob Williamson and Wyatt Cotter in the modified class. And it's Corbin Grinolds, Tanner Thompson, and Xander Walraven battling it out for the limited class.
Now, that's a class that's changing all the time. We saw Xander, who's right back down there for a little while. He's moved right back up into contention. So fantastic drive there from Xander Walraven.
Maggie Flores crosses the race line start-finish. Out of Houston, Texas, with Maggie Flores Racing.
Yes, it's the Unlimited or the modifieds that are actually commanding this race, as you would expect. But the first of our limited class are in 6th overall, and that's Corbin Grinolds.
Kennedy Singleton moves into 3rd place.
Yeah, great drive there by the 71. Just moving up the field.
Oh, tries to go on the inside, does not make it stick.
Oh, look at this, Miles. Charge of some 6-7 vehicles here coming down towards start-finish.
That was Maggie Flores and Raleigh May.
I've got a feeling that might be Wyatt Cotter there coming round. Yes, that is Wyatt Cotter. We just saw crossing the line.
With Brian Fulcher, side by side. What a great race we have on our hands. They're battling. They're doing inside, outside. We have seen 5 wide in certain spots on this course. It's a 1 mile lap, 30 minutes of racing. This race is on adjusted time.
So let's have a look at the top 4 in our unlimited class or modifieds. In 4th position is Brian Fulcher.
In 3rd is Kennedy Singleton.
In 2nd is Wyatt Cotter.
In that 1st position is Jacob Williamson.
And Wyatt Cotter and Jacob Williamson are the only 2 vehicles to have completed 14 laps at this moment. And still the racing keeps on going. And in our limited classes, let's look at our top 3. In 3rd is Corbin Grinolds.
In 2nd is Jamie O'Mandel.
Jameson Mandel. And in 1st it is Tanner Thompson at the moment. But this class is changing constantly, so we'll keep you updated with the news as we have it.
And Jacob Williams clicks off another lap, along with Maggie Flores. Jacob Williamson is running one heck of a race.
He is. Keep trying to get eyeballs on him. That is Wyatt Cotter there that we just see going out the top of our screen. Wyatt's currently running in second. Oh, he's great. Now, did he just miss his braking point? Oh, we've got
a little
contact.
spin out there.
Now, I think that's Wyatt Cotter.
Did he lose steering? What happened?
I don't know. Not sure. Our course marshal's just trying to get things sorted.
Oh, he's pulling him off the track.
Oh, no.
Tough break for
there.
him.
So let's see what's going to happen now. We'll keep an eye on that story as it unfolds.
Tough break. He was running such a great run.
Yeah, and you can see where he's just locked up there, coming in towards the corner, and he just seemingly lost steering, lost brakes or something.
That was our rugged replay.
So they're just looking over that vehicle at the moment, trying to find out what's going on. But our current race leader is Jacob Williamson on 15 laps.
But we have the story right now is all about Wyatt Cotter was running such a strong race, and now he's off the course. And now Kennedy Singleton moves into that 2nd position in the modified class.
Yeah, so Jacob Williamson has now completed 16 laps, and Kennedy Singleton, who's in 2nd place overall and 2nd place in the modified class, is on 15 laps.
Got about 10 minutes left to go of this Youth 170 race with Ultra 4 USA.
And look at this. In the limited class, it is Jameson Mandel, who's moved up into 4th overall and 1st in class. A great run there for Jameson Mandel. Look at this. I think that's Wyatt Cotter back on track.
That is great to see. I saw A.J. Stratman over there running around helping everybody keep everything running smooth. He raced with us yesterday and volunteered to help. I know his niece is out there running. Uh-oh, somebody's off pace again.
Yeah, there they go. Suddenly pick it up and off they go. Lovely bit of drift there as that car makes its way around the corner.
We have Jacob Williamson still out front. Overall in the Youth 170 Modified, number 37 out of Yorba Linda, California with JW Racing.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Jacob coming around very, very soon to complete his 17th lap. I think that might be it. That was Maggie Flores just crossing the line there. to complete her 15th lap.
Here comes Bailey Ford.
And Kennedy Singleton just crosses the line to complete her 16th lap.
We have got a great race on our hands, and here comes number 37 of Jacob Williamson around the corner, clicking off another lap, crossing the race line, start-finish as we speak.
He does. He powers across the line. And that is number 17 in the bag for Jacob Williamson.
So Wyatt Cotter got back and going and was able to salvage third place for now in the modified class. So let's go over the Optima Batteries leaderboard once again. First overall and in class, Jacob Williamson.
Second overall and second in class is Kennedy Singleton.
Third overall and third in class, Wyatt Cotter.
And fourth overall and first in class in the limiteds is Jameson Mandel.
Fifth overall, second class, Nixon Nagel.
Then sixth overall and fourth in class is Maggie Flores.
Seventh overall, third in class, Tan Man, Mid-America Outdoors Ambassador, Tanner Thompson.
Then eighth overall and fourth in class, it is Corbin Grenolds.
Ninth overall, fifth in class, Gray Lance.
And 10th overall and fifth in modified is Rayleigh May.
11th overall, sixth in class, Peanut, Brian Fulcher.
And 12th overall and sixth in the limiteds is Adi Pastrana.
13th overall, seventh in limited, Xander Walraven.
Then 14th overall and 8th in limited is Bailey Ford.
15th overall, 9th in class is Caden Gamble.
And 16th overall and 7th in modified is Jackson Mandel.
17th overall, 10th in limited, Leo Torres.
And 18th overall and 11th in class is Paxton Grenolds.
19th overall, 12th in limited, Mills Gibson.
20th overall and 13th in limited is Dawson Poppert.
21st overall, 14th in limited, Dawson Poppert. Oh, and we missed Hunter Biddle just came through.
Hunter Biddle's just jumped in. It's all change here as we go down through the leaderboard. But right now, it is all about Jacob Williamson, who has completed 17 laps.
Started out front and has not looked back. He was battling with Code St. Peter. Speaking about Code St. Peter, how far back did he drop?
No, I think he's I think he's dropped right out now.
Yeah,
Code St. Peter's only completed 8 laps.
Bummer, he had such a great race going.
Yeah, but that's racing, Miles. Attrition takes place.
Maggie Flores clicks off another lap, the number 47Y out of Houston, Texas.
And still the action continues out on track. But in first place at the moment, and can he be caught? It is Jacob Williamson, who has completed 18 laps. In second place is Kennedy Singleton, and in third is Wyatt Cotter, who is running strongly in second until he seemed to have some kind of issue with his steering or with his brakes, but he is fixed and he's back on track and charging hard.
Corbin Grenolds just crossed the race line start-finish, 114 out of Beaver Dam, Arizona with Grenolds Racing. What a great aerial shot. These drone pilots are doing an amazing job out here all week long. For the 2023 Can-Am Visions Week, this is Ultra 4 USA Youth 170 Racing. Coming up here in just a little bit, in about an hour, we'll kick off the 4500 Yukon Gear and Axle Modified and the 4800 Brannick Motorsports Legends class. And then 1 p.m., the 4400 Unlimited class presented by Good Boy Vodka. So be sure to stay tuned in, AOE.TV all day long. Also download the MAO app on Google or Apple. Get on Ultra 4 USA or Mid-America Outdoor Facebook and YouTubes. Check it out.
And the action continues here at the 2023 Visions at Mid-America Outdoors here in Jay, Oklahoma. And we are here today for the 170 limited and unlimited races. We have a little over 4 minutes remaining in this incredible race. And it's Jacob Williamson, who is on 19 laps completed right now.
They've been racing for 25 minutes on this 1 mile lap. Having a lot of fun. And that was Hurricane Raleigh May clicking off another lap.
I love that vehicle, really distinctive with the different colour wheels.
With May Motorsports out of Townsville, South Carolina.
And our top three at the moment in the modified class is Wyatt Cotter in third. In second
is Kennedy Singleton.
And in first it's Jacob Williamson, who has completed 19 laps. In the limited classes in third position it is Nixon Nagel.
Then in second is Tan Man Tanner Thompson.
And in first is Jameson Mandel.
Jamie O. Mandel having a fun little race. And then we are going to give away some Laser Nut 360 Wrap trophies. We'll have Mrs. Pam Hall giving those here in just a little bit. She'll be bouncing in and out of the Amsoil Hot Pits, and then you'll see her later tonight as well for the Side-by-Side Championship Series.
Yeah, Pam's got a whole host of duties going on this weekend. Look at these overtakes as they make their way down towards the final turn and head back round towards the race line start-finish.
And the crowd is still rooting them on. Kennedy Singleton with a great, great run. The white flag is out.
Now, what does the white flag mean, Miles?
That means this is your final lap. Next time around, they will see the checkers.
That's fantastic. So let's have a quick rundown on our top three in both classes. In third place in the modified, it is Wyatt Cotter.
In second place, modified, Kennedy Singleton.
And first place in modified at the moment, and on 20 laps, is Jacob Williamson.
And then in limited class, third is Tanner Thompson.
In second is Nixon Nagel.
And in first place, Jamie O. Mandel.
Absolutely fantastic stuff. I've loved this racing today, Miles.
It's been a great way to start out. A little bit of an early morning, but it is completely worth it.
And this sets the tone for the rest of the day. We've got some incredible racing coming up. At 10 o'clock, it's going to be the Brannick 4800 Legends class and also the
4500 Yukon Gear and Axle Modified class.
They're going to be racing for 2 hours
Inside,
on this incredible
outside,
track.
right, the
Look at
finish
that.
line.
Is that Wyatt Cotter? I believe it is. Yes, it is. Wyatt Cotter all over the backside of that car there as he tries to get a pass on him, trying to make up precious seconds as we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars heading down towards the final turn.
And it looks like the checkered flag is coming out. It looks like Jacob Williamson just takes the checkered flag.
Fantastic stuff there. What a run.
A race. Jacob Williamson just had the race of his life out of Yorba Linda, California with JW Racing. Part of the Polaris factory with GSP, Sparks Racing, and GBC.
That's absolutely fantastic. 21 laps completed for Jacob Williamson. What a run from that young man. Absolutely incredible stuff.
The checkered flag is out for the rest of the field. So it looks like it's going to be Kennedy Singleton in that second spot. Wyatt Cotter in third, I believe. Remember, everything is unofficial till we dot our I's and cross our T's.
Indeed it is, and we're still waiting. The cars are going to be trickling across the line. Let's not forget it was a race on adjusted time, so they did not start all at the same time. So do keep an eye on those score sheets because they are going to change as these vehicles cross the line.
If you're at home, be sure to log into live.ultra4racing.com. Hit that scoring button. You have the same live scoring I have right here at the Can-Am desk.
And at 10 o'clock today, do not forget to join us for the 48 and 4500 EMC classes as they take to this track for 2 hours of racing. And then at 1 p.m., it is the big one, the one we've all been waiting for. It's going to be the 4400s, the big dogs of Ultra 4.
So remember, everything is unofficial till we get everything checked out. We had 25 young guys and gals take the line this morning for a half-hour race on this 1 mile course. Looks like we have about another 10 or 15 cars yet to go. Jim, this has been an absolutely fantastic way to start out our final day of racing with Ultra 4 USA, but there's still a lot more racing yet to come this week, and tomorrow is Nitro Cross and the Nitro Circus.
Yeah, it is, Miles. There is so much more racing here today. We spoke about it earlier. We've got the EMC classes. We've got the 4800s and the 4500s. Can't wait to see that. Then it is the big dogs.
At 1 p.m., the 4400 Unlimited is presented by Good Boy Vodka. Do not miss that one. Be sure to set yourself a reminder. Get everything lined out. It's going to be a great day of racing.
It is
Looks
indeed.
like just a couple more cars yet to go. So unofficially, the Good Boy Vodka results, in first place in modified is Jacob Williamson.
In second place is Kennedy Singleton.
In third place is Wyatt Cotter.
Then in third place in the modified class is Nixon Nagel.
And second is Unlimited is Tanner Thompson.
And in first is Jameson Mandel.
It's been a great morning of racing for the Youth 170 during Ultra 4 USA. Looks like we're getting everything wrapped up, so while we dot our I's and cross our T's, so Jim, this has been a great morning of racing. Still lots of racing to go. We have the 4,500, the 48s, and the 44s yet to come.
Yeah, so much action here coming up today. But we're going to step offline for a short while now, and don't forget to come and join us again. I think we're going live again at 9:50 this morning.
And that'll be for the 4,500 Yukon Gear and Axle Modified class and the 4,800 Brannick Motorsports Legends class. And we'll have 2 races going on at the same exact time.
As we watch our race winner there, that is Jacob Williamson, who completed 21 laps here of this fantastic course. I love this racing, Mars, and I cannot wait to come back until we come back this afternoon for the EMs classes and the big dogs.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. It's been one heck of a morning. So reset, go get some snacks, and we'll be back with some live racing coming up here in just a little bit. Thanks from the entire broadcast. I am Miles Hasquist and Jim Martin. We'll see you in just a little bit.